Good afternoon. Today is Sunday, the 19th of April, 2026, and the time now is 55 minutes past 12 p.m. in the afternoon. My name is Honest John, the son of John O'Sullivan, and I am a pugilist. So we're now in 2026. Just give me 2 minutes to bring up the calculator. Try to get precisely what year it was. So we're now in 2026. I think it was in. Just give me 2 minutes to think how long ago it was. I think it was. Could have been. mm, mm. Give me another 2 minutes. Could have been 28 years ago, 1998. 1998, 28 years ago. I was down Camberwell in southeast London. Camberwell's in London, in England, in the United Kingdom. It's part of South London. I was in Camberwell, and that time, 28 years ago, I used to go a lot through that part of Camberwell. I used to love that stretch there, the stretch of Camberwell. That I used to always want to. I think it's a spiritual thing. I think it was to do with me and my relationship with Almighty God. I love that there was that bit there. I used to always walk past down through for some reason. I don't do it now, but at that time, 28 years ago, I was going through it a lot. And I saw this dark skinned West Indian woman, dark skinned. Now I'm brown skinned. Now, in our culture, in Jamaican culture, my father is Jamaican. It doesn't matter you're brown skinned, light skin, brown skin. But in England, they want to know, oh, my skin. They don't want to know, but I think in the subconscious mind, say, okay, he's black. Like they watch, he's black and you're brown, and that they make that distinction here in England, which is good for them. I understand it because they it's part of the whole um, the social ambience, the thing that they have here in England. So that's fine. That's how they want to play the game. So but she was dark skinned. She was more towards the black. See that the strap, the watch, more towards that. But she was West Indian. West Indian, yeah. So West Indian. What island specifically? I said she wasn't Jamaican. Although I think she was trying to pretend she was. I think she was like Trinidad. I think she was yeah, like Trinidad and Tobago, like that. She wasn't Jamaican. I would have known. She wasn't Jamaican. No, she wasn't Jamaican. But anyway, it was strange, and it was strange. Somehow, me and her, we had sexual relations. We had sex. Yeah, we had romance. Yeah. Now, at that time, 28 years ago, I wasn't in the best place. Now, in the best place means I wasn't how I am now. I'm fine now. I'm happy now. But then I was really trying to find my way. I was not to make an excuse. Life is not a bed of roses. Life is not a bed of roses means is that we're not in heaven. This is Earth. You got to enjoy the ride. Like the life will take. It's on the ride. So it's like I'm here now in my flat now, and then tomorrow I'm going out. I am going out tomorrow. So that's the thing. Like, I don't know what will happen. I know what will happen. I'm going to get there, come back. But at the end of the day, I might meet someone I know from school. I might meet someone I know from my area, West London. I might do. I probably won't, but it's possible. Or I might meet a beautiful woman. There might be a beautiful woman in there, like St. Lucian or fair skin, like my culture. Be there. Really, really, really pretty. I'm like, oh my God, like, I thought I'd never see one of them. Yeah. So she could be looking at me, got little freckles, she's got like hair, hair out. One day one, yeah. So I'm not saying that I'm dreaming about it, but I'm saying it's the world of possibilities. Everybody knows. Whether you agree with, yeah, they know it's true. You don't know how it'll be. So it's the thing. So anyway, me and this me and this dark skinned West Indian woman, I think she's Trinidad and Tobago. I respect her still, but she was taller than me. So I'm saying like I'm 5'8", 5'9". She was taller. I think she was like maybe 5 foot. She was 6 foot. She was tall, but she had a nice stature, everything like that. But in my reality, there was no way that me and her should have been together. No, there was no way. No, really, it was like a freak occurrence. It was like something out of the ordinary. So I think it's God again. I think Jehovah. I think Jehovah. Let me just pause to think what Jehovah was doing there, because I understand Jehovah. So I think what was going on there was. I think, yeah. So I think this woman, she really liked me. She really liked me. Yeah. Mm. In a sense, I think she's very spiritual. I think she's very godly. She's holy. I feel like she's like God's daughter. She's the daughter of God. Now, is she a goddess? Possibly. I think she might be at that level. and she's very holy, and she's connected to God the Father. Now, God the Father has people on earth. This is theoretical. It's not really true, but there's people on earth who he can connect with. They don't have to be honest John the Son or John the Son. They don't have to be that. They could be other people. You might just dismiss them and think they're irrelevant, but you got a connection with them. So, oh, she reads her Bible every day, or she will go to like today's Sunday. She's going to go to church evening mass later. He knows them ones. So I think she was one of those ones. Although she didn't tell me at that time, but I'm saying now she was probably a really holy, religious, devout, prayerful person. And so God must have said to her, "Oh, that's honest John, the son of John O'Sullivan. He's like a boxer. He's training because I was training them days as well. So what I'm saying now, so we had sexual relations, we had sexual intercourse, and it was all well and good. But I think in the morning I had a girlfriend as well. I had a girlfriend. Yeah, not had a girlfriend, but there was this German. I was with this German girl, German woman. I rang the German woman from this dark skinned West Indian woman's flat in Campbell. I rang this girl that I was with, this woman, German woman I was with. I rang her because I wanted her to know where I was, because I wasn't really happy being in this dark skinned Trinidad and Tobago women's flat. I wasn't really happy being there. No, when I woke up, I wasn't really happy to be there. No, but I think it was God again, Jehovah, the Holy One, put me there. So I think what he wants to show his people that he's God. He wants to show them that he's God, that he's the power, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. So he wants to show them, all of that, which is good. Good luck. So anyway, I'm there now. So I wasn't happy there now. So I rang my German girlfriend. My German girlfriend I love my German girlfriend. Yeah, I remember that. Just gorgeous. I was speaking about it a couple of days ago. The girls. It wasn't that she was gorgeous physically to look at, like a Van Gogh or a Salvador Dali painting. Her spiritual self. It was rich. She was rich in spirit. One of them one day. Don't think that proper. Yeah. So and that dark skinned Trinidad and Tobago woman, the black like with a dark skin black like that. I think she saw me ring this German girl. Came in the room. She came in the room. I don't know. And she see me on the phone talking to this my German girlfriend. She took me on the phone. I felt bad. I felt like, what made me ring the girl there with the girl there? I think it's God again, Jehovah. He's trying to show this dark skinned Trinidad and Tobago woman, oh, I'm God, and he's ringing the thing. Look, he's not really all that, then, is he? Because you thought that he's a boxer trainer, he's a boxer, and he's going to be the heavyweight champion of the world, and he couldn't be. Because God's a comedian. I'm not saying God's a clown, but something similar. So he's like, he's a joker, but I don't find him funny.